Hey guys, and welcome back. I believe this is my fourth devlog for the card game. First things first, opening up the project, which gives me time to explain what I'm going to do on days 7 and 8. I want to refactor all my code to make it easier to work with in the future, but I'm procrastinating that task for as long as possible, which is also going to make it more difficult as the code increases, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And the other thing I want to do is add functionality to the remaining cards and give the enemies a turn, because right now they're quite passive. I'm restructuring the draw card function by grouping cards of the same type together. It will produce a heal card, an attack card, a walk, run, and finally sleep card. The current function just produces random cards, so I'll copy the majority of it but split into smaller lists for the type. In testing, you can see the heal card in the first slot, followed by the attack, both move cards, and the sleep card, which draws a new hand. After that, I wanted to work on the enemy turn code. If they're within 1 hex of you, they attack dealing 5 damage, otherwise they move towards you if they can. Their turn is triggered after you sleep. Attacking kills 1 enemy, and the number before the attack symbol will later represent how many hits on that enemy you land. When you sleep next to an enemy, you'll lose 5 HP as mentioned before, bringing you down to 15. And here the potion adds 20 to the player's health, but it has a max of 20. I spent the afternoon working on refactoring my code, but only got through the smaller file, so I'll have to do the rest on day 8. At the start of day 8, Unity is asking me to update, and I feel like we just had an update recently, but I mean, okay. We had iOS and Android and then do some reading, which we tried to avoid before ticking a box and waiting. I mean, hey, if it means I don't have to go through hundreds of lines of code again, I'm not against it. It's finally done, and the time is unfortunately getting nearer. We opened the project in the new Unity and it's taking about half a day, and I'm thinking if the morning is gone then the whole day is basically shot, but I have some coffee and prepare for an extended programming session. After I don't even know how long, we're finally done. I've structured the player information in the player file now, instead of the dungeons generator file where it was previously. It isn't destroyed on load and it has 1 instance. In the card file we've taken out the unnecessary code, comments, and actually we basically did that for every file. Basically, I shortened all the functions, removed relevant ones, and if any used another file as kind of a middleman, I just passed the player to the first file and removed the intermediate one. Here we test it's all working, and I honestly hope it does, because otherwise, well, I don't even want to think about that. And fortunately everything seems to be working as it should. I had to take a break with the uni project, which I was creating a game using JavaScript. I didn't know what to do, so here's Tetris, but like the scuffed version. I hope you didn't expect any more from me. Also, here's me playing it as badly as I made it in like an hour. And back to the card game. I forgot what I called it. Note to self, check card game name. Oh yeah, here's some code that makes me look like I know what I'm doing. It checks if the player has visited all hexes and killed all enemies before generating the next dungeon. Of course it doesn't work because I put, if not completed, generate new dungeon, but we discover that later. So by taking out a little exclamation mark, we fix everything. Everybody wins, the end. Thank you for, never mind, there's more we need to do. We generate the new dungeon, but there's no enemies. So like, more enemies, new variables, more tiles, more everything, you know? And here's a playthrough that I'm actually happy with. We get through like 3 dungeons before finding out new things, but you'll see that in a minute. Okay, so you can't die because for a start I have negative health. Also the enemies are overlapping and some of the tiles are too. And finally there's just an error in the console which I'm not sure about, so that's going to be fun. I'll leave some comments here for what I need to do in my next video, but don't worry, they won't stay here long. Before you ask, no, I have no idea what I've got against comments, maybe it's just the green text. I don't think I mentioned coffee in this video, and we can't have that, so just to be sure, thanks to my sponsor. It's basically liquid energy you can replace sleep with. You shouldn't, but I'm just saying, like you could. Game jams are more important and you need as much time as possible to work on them. I'm joking, I don't really have a sponsor, I'm just a student sharing my programming experience, and appreciate all the support I get from you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. From the Top Waffler.